My name is John McGuinness. I think my birthday is in 2 days' time. It's 16th of 4th, 1972, 44 years old, and I was born in a place called Morecambe in England. Favourite food is a good traditional Sunday roast from England. Probably beer, gotta be beer. Beer. Any beer, lager, bitter, Guinness, Japanese beer, Chinese beer, Italian beer, any beer. Do you know what, my favourite book? I never really read books. I've read a couple of autobiographies, maybe my own book that's coming out soon. I like my own book. Yeah, my own book comes out on the 4th of May. But I've done a book before, a picture book, but I like to read anything. I don't read books unless it's got motorcycles in it. So anything with a motorbike in, that's the only thing I will read. So. But my new book comes out in a few weeks' time, so which should be cool. And favourite film is Closer to the Edge, the TT film. That's a pretty special film. I don't listen to music. I like sometimes, like when I drive, I don't listen to music, but don't like music. Too noisy. And my hobbies, I'm a family man. I have two kids as well, so if I get some spare time, I do something with the children. And I'm a big fan of Speedway as well. I go to many Speedway matches at home, which is like the oval tracks, so the boys go sideways, but it's just still, again, bikes, or family for me, my hobbies. My father had a motorbike shop where he did services to machines and buy and sell some bikes, and ever since I can ever remember, since being a baby, I was around bikes. My dad used to race bikes. He did some grass tracks, some motocross, some road racing. So he just put me on a bike when I was 4 years old, and I don't know any different. So I've just grown up around the bikes, and I still love the bikes now. So that was about 40 years ago, so it's been a long time. Yeah, first time to race me, I was probably about 7 or 8 years old, doing a local motocross, or scrambling they called it at the time. So in our local area, a schoolboy, all the same age, youth schoolboy motocross, probably 1979, so a long time ago. My first race meeting my dad took me to, I didn't want to ride. I started crying, and my dad went mad, and he was very angry, and he put me in the van and we drove home. But I can't really remember, such a long time ago. Maybe in midfield. I was never a good motocross rider. I was always very average. So it was when I first started road racing. I was 18 years old, and I finished 29th and 31st. So I was right at the back. I didn't realise how hard it was. I thought it was going to be easy, but it's not easy. So my first road race on the tracks was 1990, so 27 years ago. So, and I've learned a lot since then. Unforgettable race. One of my unforgettable races was last year when the Mugen Shinden 5 stopped. I went over Bricklayer jump, and when it landed, the bike stopped. So that cost me possibly a win in the race. But I've got one or two. I've done so many races, it's hard to say. But one of them would be the Shinden race, or when the chain snapped in 2009 in the senior TT. That was an unforgettable race. If I was not a racer now, I'd be an unhappy man. When I left school, I went to college to learn to be a bricklayer, to lay bricks. And I suppose if I never made it if I never made it successfully as a bike racer, I would probably still be a bricklayer now. But I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like doing it, so I wanted to make sure I was professional with bikes. But I mean, we'd all like to be a porn star, but I don't think I don't think we're going to be a porn star because I haven't got the looks, but maybe a bricklayer, a builder. Well, I think they need to do something with the electric motocross bikes. At the minute, motocross bikes, it'd be nice to see them take on, build a production bike. So, because at home where we are, it's very frustrating. I am passionate about motocross, and all the time at home people complain about the noise of the motorcycles. So it would be great if they could build a real trick, cool electric motocross bike that we could put into production, so we could ride around on the fields where nobody could complain about us making noise. So that's what I'd like. That's a challenge for them. Build me a motocross bike, electric bike. Yeah, the Shinden 6 again has gone forward. Last year we had some problems with aerodynamics, and the seat was quite low, so it was quite cramped on the bike, and the air was getting on your shoulders. So they've made a wider fairing. They've made the seat narrower, so it feels smaller and easier to change direction. They also, you know, it feels lighter because it's narrower. They've made the motor a little bit more powerful, a little bit more life for the batteries. So the test has been great. You know, it's been a bit frustrating. The weather at Sudaguru was a little bit tricky to start. We had a bit of a late start, but it was. I was a bit worried before I came to Japan because I've got a slight wrist injury. So to ride the bike here for 2 days has been really cool. This track is very small, but it's nice to get to ride the bike. You know, it's good to get the team together. There is a great atmosphere, great spirit in the team, and they want to win. I want to win, so let's hope we can go forward and win. If you look at it on paper, it looks like that I should win the race. I've got more experience than Guy. I've done five TT0 races, and Guy's not done one, but Guy's keen, Guy's gonna push, Guy wants to win. He's only got one result on his mind, and that is to win the race. But you know, I hope that Lightning or Victory or some other machine comes and gives us a push. You know, gives Mugen something to challenge. You know, so. But yeah, Guy, I don't know with Guy. Guy's a funny character. He's a bit crazy. He's sometimes hard to understand at times. But you know, he's setting off only 10 seconds behind me, so I have to go. I have to be sharp. I have to be right on, hit all the apexes and be. Otherwise, Guy's going to be coming. But I want to beat him. I do want to beat him. I really, really respect all the guys that I work with at Mugen, all the guys, you know, the Yoshimi-san, Mayata-san, Kasumata-san, they've been with the project right from the start, and they're great people. I'm very passionate about what they do, and the bike is incredibly beautiful, so well prepared, and all the guys are so professional, everybody, and you know, I like coming to Japan to this test. I really look forward to it, and we've had a beer together, we've had food together, we've tested together, we've won races together, and long may it continue. You know, I really do like working with them guys. I have a lot of respect for them, and you know, hopefully they're my friends. Hopefully they'll be my friends forever, and even when I retire from racing, we can still keep in contact and have a chat and a beer when I retire.